Welcome to the So Social Radio Show. I'm your host, Richard Martin, along with my amazing co-host,
Cheri-Martin, and we are the WCN Interactive Team, business growth, marketing, and social media consultants, helping you to
dream it, plan it, build it, and most importantly, successfully do it.
For growth, prosperity, and success. And each Wednesday at 12 noon on talknetworkradio.com, we share tips and techniques to grow you and your business, plus demystify social media and marketing for you so you can have more fun.
And my favorite, more profits.
Yes, and we also want to invite all of our listeners to connect with us on Facebook at So Social Radio Show. Give us a like and let us know what topics you would like to hear a conversation on. We are all about education and, of course, want to bring you what you want to learn. We do have a top pinned post on the So Social Radio Show there on Facebook. If you have any questions at all about our show today, put those in the comments. Also, we invite you to call in at 321-806-3159 if you want to ask us a question when we're having our conversation on one of my favorite subjects today, which is LinkedIn. But we first want to remind everyone, if you have not had a chance yet to go online, I know it's been a busy holiday weekend, but our July issue of Connect 10 was published and launched this weekend. So we want to make sure you go to talknetworkradio.com, click on Connect 10, and take a look at the July issue. And of course, make sure you flip to page 4. And that way you can read our amazing and awesome article. What can social media do for your business? We enjoy writing and contributing here to the Connect 10 every month. And if you have not had a chance yet to look at it, all of the archives from January on through July are listed there on talknetworkradio.com. So take a look and come on over to So Social Radio Show and let us know what you think about it.
Absolutely. But let's give a shout out to our show sponsors, the reason we're able to pay Jeff his money on that.
Definitely.
Want to start out with Toastmasters, a world leader in communications and leadership development. Find out how you can improve your speaking and leadership skills. Visit toastmastersd84.org.
Also, everythingbrevard.com, a Brevard County, Florida community website. Keep up to date with everything that's happening in Brevard, Florida, and get your business listing on everythingbrevard.com.
And Business Acceleration Summit, not your typical business training and networking event or pitch fest. This is a rapid growth business summit for social entrepreneurs and masterminds and grow their business while creating a deeper impact on their clients and communities. Go to businessacceleration.com to register for your next event on September 28th, 29th, and 30th at the Hilton Rialto in Melbourne, Florida.
And that's businessacceleration.summit.com. And we'll see you there. Also, we want to give a shout out to our July sponsor, which is Sheer Artisans Salon and Art Gallery, a full-service salon specializing in hair color, skincare, and makeup, located in the shops of West Melbourne, Florida, 1533 West New Haven Avenue. The salon also hosts a gallery of fine artwork from local artists. Join Amanda and Mark Miller at their grand opening event July 26th and contact Sheer Artisans at 321-729-8989. That's 321-729-8989.
Fantastic.
We also want you to know that if you would like to learn how you too can be a So Social Radio Show guest, advertiser, sponsor, or partner, go to SoSocialRadioShow.com and give us a ring.
Absolutely. You might just find a fantastic opportunity in front of you there. In fact, you probably will.
So today, Richard, as I said, it's one of my very favorite subjects, which is LinkedIn. And there's been a lot of conversation lately out there, chatter out on the web about LinkedIn because of all the changes. It was recently bought by Microsoft. And if you've been using LinkedIn, for a while, like I have, or Richard has, since about 2006, I think is when I first got on. You'll definitely, it's always been evolving, as all social media does, but recently they've made a good transformation of the site and have taken away a few things and added a few things, and just the experience is a little different. So we thought we'd have a fun conversation again on LinkedIn, kind of take the mystery out, I guess you could say, and on how to cut through that clutter and make sure that you're finding and connecting and also having a conversation with those individuals that you want to cultivate leads with. And it is a phenomenal platform to really attract, engage, and convert if you are using it effectively. So we'll just kind of take this conversation away. If you have any questions, again, make sure you give us a call here at 321-806-3159 or go to Social Radio Show on Facebook, and on that top pin post, just post any questions you have, and we'll make sure that we get to those today before the end of the show.
Fantastic. What makes LinkedIn such a perfect model for those of us that are in business that want to grow our business?
Well, it is the largest professional networking site. So those of us that are in business and we're networking, the way business is found today, we have all the social networks, but when we go back and think how we actually grew our business before social networking, which was we did networking. And that's what makes LinkedIn so powerful, because it is networking on steroids.
Yeah,
for sure.
Absolutely. Great business to business networking on putting all that together. But, it's going back to my word I used a few weeks ago, it takes you mastering the art of unselling.
Oh, for sure, especially on LinkedIn, because again, when I'm working with my clients and they ask me those questions like, what makes what's different between Facebook and LinkedIn? Facebook is very social, and you definitely don't want to be selling on Facebook. Well, when you go to LinkedIn, it is still social, but it's a business social. In other words, we're looking and for those individuals that we want to get connected with, to maybe for referral partners, collaboration partners, possibly, again, intense networking. It's that the tonality is different, I guess you could say. In other words,
well, it's okay to talk about your business.
We talk about our business, but we still aren't selling. So we have to be careful. We want to set up our expertise and let others understand exactly how we can best serve them, what solutions we provide. And so that's where the trick goes when you're really focusing on LinkedIn. But I wanted to start, first of all, for those listeners that may not be on LinkedIn or may not have, maybe they're on, but they're not using it or aren't sure how to use it. Really, what is the why? Why LinkedIn?
Well, I think we've kind of alluded to it. I'll get my voice straight or speech straight here one of these days on that. But, it's a business social networking site. Mm-hmm. And you want to be seen as at least a thought leader in what you're doing in your business. And while Facebook allows some thought, they don't really allow it in a business context, even on their business page. But LinkedIn, it's welcome. They want that type of interaction.
Well, and LinkedIn, the membership on LinkedIn has been growing approximately 2 new members every second. That's how fast LinkedIn is growing. And yes, there are worldwide members on LinkedIn, just as there are on Facebook. There are, I think, about approximately, per the last numbers, these always change, but our last statistics that we actually accumulated, 450 million users worldwide. Over 200 countries are recognized on LinkedIn, or represented, I should say. 128 million users are in the USA. And there's 4 million company pages, and that's where a few people get a little confused about LinkedIn. Yes, you can actually, you set it up as your personal profile. And we're going to talk more on that, about that importance, but also can also create your company page so that individuals on LinkedIn can then go there to learn more about your company. They're going to go to your profile to learn about you, which kind of goes in how important it is. And one of your favorite topics is how important it is to brand yourself and really to stand out. There's also different groups. Just like on Facebook, we have Facebook groups. There's 2.1 million groups on LinkedIn. And it is still the most untapped social resource. So I would probably say the percentage, maybe 2% of LinkedIn users are really using it as it should be used, so that they are not just setting, which means about 90+% are putting, just a LinkedIn profile together or an account, but not really doing anything with it. They're not really using it to prospect, to network, to communicate, and don't see the potential of really converting business.
Yeah, it's much more direct in business, but it's also subtle. You're still doing the relationship building portion there, and relationships take a while to build. You've got to build that trust factor that's sitting there, and that's just getting people to know, like, and trust you. But that happens over time as they read your post, as they see what you're involved in, because we can talk about business events. We can talk about our networking groups, joining chambers, different associations and societies that we belong to and push forward on. So those are normal things that you want to post on LinkedIn that you wouldn't necessarily post on a Facebook business page.
And through some of our research and some of the teachings that we've been able to that we've shared over the years is, LinkedIn is still preferred by a wide margin for professional social media activities, as Richard just alluded to. It is really the place that you can let people know what you are an expert in, what you are, and become that influencer. There's a number of ways, and we're going to share some different techniques and what you can do to make sure you are standing out on LinkedIn. But just remember that when you are out networking face-to-face, for example, still tap into LinkedIn and connect with those individuals so you can learn more about them. And that's why it's important to make sure you are putting current information and information you want to be shared up on your LinkedIn profile, so that when someone does connect with you on even on another channel, whether it be Facebook or Twitter or Instagram, and then they come over to your LinkedIn account, your image represents how you want it to be represented. Because J.K. Rowling, who wrote the series, the Harry Potter series, I found a quote that she says, and I so agree with it. It says, "A good first impression can work wonders." So think about that.
You're either turning them on or turning them off, because there's no middle ground when you're talking about business. Relationships can be cultivated, but from a business standpoint, it's either we fit or we don't fit, and it's pretty well defined after the first conversation.
Precisely, and that's why on LinkedIn, your first impressions do count. So one of the first tips or techniques I'd like to really share with you today is the importance of adding a professional picture. Now, this picture should not be a logo. Why not, Richard?
Well, a logo represents your business. And within LinkedIn, we are promoting ourselves. Our business is secondary to that. So we want to attract people to our business, but through us, because we have the relationship. And this doesn't matter what size